Hey, it's Tanya D, and I'm here to give everybody an update. I am home. I've been home for a couple of days now, just trying to get things settled. I did have sepsis and acute pancreatitis. So, and both were very serious. I was given antibiotics like round the clock. I had a doctor sit there and watch me constantly. I was getting blood drawn twice a day. I'm still feeling really icky and awful. But what started off was like strep throat, and I kind of like, okay, I feel better, gone, didn't take any antibiotics. Well, the infection ended up spreading in my blood, and it got really serious. Now, the hospital here were arguing with me and saying that nothing was wrong at all. They were rude. I mean, when the doctor first walked in, he goes, "So tell me what happened." So I was going to start with, well, I was sick last week, and I noticed 2 days after the fever was gone, my stomach hurt. But he was like, "No, what happened? Tell me when it started." And I was like, "Okay." So I was like, well, last week. He's like, "No, tell me what happened. What brought you here?" And I was like, "Well, I started feeling pain yesterday." "No, today. What brought?" And I was like, what the heck? My mother-in-law was there because I was there already for 4 hours, and I was crying and I was in pain, and my husband called her to come to me. And so she kind of said, she interrupted him and said, "She's explaining it to you." And so when I did, he was like, "Well, everything's fine. Your blood work's fine." And last time I went in, it was for something else. But he said, "And your blood work was fine last time too." And I was like, what does that have to do with this time? It was just like the way he said it. And he was just, and I was so sick and weak, and I started crying and begged him. I said, "Please, something is wrong. Something is really wrong. Can you please check me? Please." And he was like, "There's nothing wrong. There's nothing else I can do." And so my mother-in-law was like, "Discharge her. I'm taking her somewhere else." And I said, "Yeah, just discharge me. I'll go to San Antonio." And he's like, "They're not going to find anything either." And it's like the arrogance of this man and how he treated me. And I feel bad for the people that didn't have their voice, that feel defeated, because when you have a chronic illness, you feel defeated all the time. You feel like you're a burden to everybody. You hear comments, or "Is it all in your head?" or "Just walk it off," or, ignore it, or "Maybe if you eat better, maybe if you do this." And it's like, you don't think we've tried? You think we like being sick, so we're doing the same things we've always done? Usually with chronic illness, you stop and you change, and you try everything from natural remedies to over the counter to everything you can find and read to make yourself better, because the pain and the sickness is just, if you're annoyed with it, we're 20 times annoyed with it. So it's just, I felt bad for those who feel defeated, because at times I get defeated and I just lock myself up in the bedroom and just ignore everything and tell my husband, "Please take care of the babies," because I can't. And yeah, so if I would have felt defeated that day, I would have came home and fell asleep. When I went to San Antonio, they said it was serious, that in 3 hours that it took me to get ready and go from this hospital to the other, there is no way my blood levels could have changed as drastically as they did. And they said because of the stuff, I could have faced organ failure or a really serious, bad attack on my pancreas. They were thinking of putting me next to like an ICU type care, like intermediate care, because of how bad I was. My blood pressure was 77/54 and my heart rate was 114. And they were like super concerned. I had nurses in there like every 30 minutes, blood pressure being constantly checked, and had injection shots. My potassium was low, my iron was low, B12, like everything was so off that I can't believe the hospital said nothing was wrong and that I needed to go home. So you are your own advocate at times. Only you can speak up, because a lot of times family members do get frustrated. I have a lot of family members that are so frustrated with it, don't even call, don't even bother, and it's like, and it's heartbreaking, because you already feel awful with whatever you have. So you already feel like crap. And then you see those around you kind of, making comments, rolling their eyes. You hear other families say things like, well, they said this and they said that. And it's like, so you're already frustrated and upset. And then your own family, your own blood doesn't even call or check on you because they're so annoyed with how often you're sick and in the hospital. And I have friends that call me constantly and check on me more than my blood family. They're willing to go all the way over there to visit me in the hospital. I had several ask, but I was feeling so sick. I didn't want any visitors. I felt so awful. Like, it was crazy. And before I found out what it was, I mean, I was praying like that was it. Like, please God, I sent everybody messages that I love them. Because it was serious. I really felt so much pain and like so drained and exhausted. I didn't even know what was going on. But yeah, so be your own voice, speak loud. Speak and yell and scream until somebody hears you. Go to place until you're heard, because only you know how you really feel. Only you know what's going on with you. Doctors, educators, they can guess all they want, but if you feel bad, it's frustrating. If you have a chronic illness and you're sick, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I am better, and thank God I'm healthy. I'm coming with my family. They asked me, I heal better when I'm with my family. So once they got my blood levels fine and the infection gone, I am suffering from acute pancreatitis right now, so I'm in a lot of pain, but it's just pain. I'd rather be with my family instead of hooked up to an IV. So, yeah, so I'm home, and a lot of stuff is going on. It's been happening. I got a call from the TD Jakes show about Kai's birthday giveaway, and they're going to feature him in a random acts of kindness across the world. They're going to use a clip of mine and show Kai, and I'll let everyone know when that's going to air. We don't know when it's going to air yet. I just got a call, in fact, like an hour ago, confirming that they want to use his birthday giveaway video. That video, clips of it, so I needed to give permission and all that stuff. But so a lot of stuff is happening. I'm still I miss YouTube. Right away I want to record, but then I get really so I kind of back down. Usually I am like, even though I'm in pain, I shoot videos. It's just, but I need to just gather everything. But I wanted to come on here real quick to let everybody know, because I've been getting a lot of messages. I've been getting so many messages, Snapchats, on Google and stuff, people asking me what's going on and asking me about my update. So here's my update, and also some good news about Kai. His Share the Love is being heard. And yes, and I hope he encourages other kids to do random acts of kindness as well. So I thank you all for your well wishes and prayers, and I am good. I am a survivor. I'm strong, and I thank my family for support so much, and my friends. But yeah, so thank you again, and as always, have a blessed day. Bye.